Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we are going to see how you can fill missing dates. So missing dates as a concept can have a large amount of data. So you have to fill those missing dates. So what do I mean by filling missing dates? A simple example is, let's say you have a date for a particular product on the first, and then you directly have the date of the product on, let's say, 15th. So you have to fill from 1 to 15 the dates between them. So if you want to fill those, you need to understand the master calendar first. So master calendar is something that I have already explained in the previous videos. Now we are going to integrate that. But in my use case, I have a product name, a date, and a cost. What I'll do is I'm going to get the max date of a particular product and a minimum date as well. To do that, a simple thing you can do is you can say min max load. I will say product and date. So this date I want max and min of this particular date, which is a resident of this particular table here, and I will say group by the product name only. This is what I want. Let's say you want the difference between that date also, so for this particular analysis you can actually add that. So max and min you will get, and based on that you can actually do that. So similar logic as we did in the previous videos. Num of max date minus num of min date. So I actually do a difference almost on all the type of analysis. I do the difference in almost all the type of analysis. I will say date difference, and now I have that date difference as per my product. So as per the data model, so we are actually trying to create a simple basic data structure as well. So if I go into the model viewer, unfortunately it doesn't opens in the same tab, in a different tab for me. As you can see, now we have a link over here for the product name, which says max date, min date, and the difference. Okay, so what we are going to do is simply I'm going to just going to keep it like this for now, and now I can just join this table to the above table. I will say left join, and will join it to this particular table. Okay, now I have the min date and max date for a particular product over here. Okay, and then based on that I can actually create that dates for them. Now as I can see, I have the max date, the min date, okay, and the date difference. Okay, now the logic is that the date difference, let's say this is my value, which is 9517.5. okay, so this value, this cost has to be divided by 8, because they want a average. So this is kind of a logic where you are going to create the missing dates, but you have to add the divide that particular cost into all the days. Okay, so if I just open calculator, If I add this value, divide by 8, I have 1189 something something for one day. Okay, for basically 8 days. So for 8 days I will have that particular value. To get that, what you need to do next is I will just create a final data load, and I will load the product name, max date, min date, date difference, cost, date cost over here. I will say resident of this particular table, drop table, this table. So before you drop, you have to add no concat, or I have one logic that I have to implement. If the minimum date, okay, I will just add if minimum date is max date is equal to minimum date, then give me 1, else you give me the date difference as date difference. So I don't need this particular column. So I'm just making a logic where I'm just comparing. If it is 1, it is same, then I will just say only one day and just the date difference. So I will divide that value with only this particular value, which is 1, or else it will actually give me 0, which will actually do a small blunder for us. So now we are going to create the dates. Load, I will say product name, I will say cost, divide by date difference directly as cost, and now I will create the date, which will be date of min date plus iteration number plus 1, okay, as I will just say fill date, okay, and here I will just write a while loop, and while loop will have this logic will be less than a greater than max date, okay. And now when I actually do that, we are actually creating dates here over here, and we are dividing that cost as per the date difference for a particular product. As you can see, the 5-line data is converted to 48 line data. So this will actually increase your data size. So please make sure that this particular logic actually works for you and this scenario actually exists. So now I have the data for a product. Now where I had only the min and max, basically the date between, now I have all the dates, and now I actually get the same value over here, and that value is distributed within all the days. So this type of scenario is actually used in inventory also. Sometimes this can be used for HR, where you have to just see that a person is present for, let's say, 30 days. Now the salary is to be divided over there, and that is something that you can actually see that day wise salary, and you can actually get like this. So this is a very high level kind of a logic, but to show you all guys that you can actually create days and you can perform a analysis. So my analysis is to fill the dates and distribute the cost for those particular dates. So it will give me the same cost. So this is a very high level analysis.